for the apocalypse, wondering where we should go, hoping we can team up with people we like and know. Shall I head to your house, or will you come to mine? I'm not sure it'll matter too much, so either would be fine. Oh, what do we do when confronted with our own collective demise? After the asteroid hits, or the aliens land, or the machines begin to rise. Planning for the apocalypse when it's everyone for themselves. Should we start gathering the tin food now and stocking up all of the shelves? I'm not cut out for survival, of that there is no doubt. And my skill set may seem somewhat frivolous when the zombie hordes have wiped society out. How do we face the new world? I'm not sure I'm that brave, so I may just book myself a front row seat and be gone in the first wave. Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. When the ruling class prove once again that they couldn't give a damn, I pour myself a nice single malt and stay exactly where I am. Planning for the apocalypse, have we really got the grit and the nerve? Maybe it's time for us to give up the ghost and accept whatever fate humankind deserves. What ho, folks, Thomas Benjamin Wilde Esquire here with song number 44 of my Song a Week project, which was inspired by watching various post-apocalyptic films fairly recently. Myself and my partner Sarah have always enjoyed a good disaster movie, post-apocalyptic movie, and we were watching, I think, probably 2012 or Armageddon or something like that the other week, and it kind of inspired this little ditty. Now, we often have discussions while watching these kind of films. It's fine if there's a disaster where human life continues afterwards. So you want to survive that. But in a situation where you end up in an apocalypse, where the zombies have taken over, or an asteroid's destroyed everything, and you're kind of among minimal survivors. No, in fact, I'll tell you what it was that inspired it. We were watching Reign of Fire the other week. Which is a British film starring Matthew McConaughey and I can't remember who else, about dragons destroying the earth. And it's a post-apocalypse where you can't go outside. And we just think in those scenarios, we'd rather just be gone at the beginning and not have to suffer through it. Watching things like The Walking Dead, those kind of survival shows and those kind of survival apocalypse scenarios. I don't really want to have to do that. I'd rather just be gone early and not know what was going on, if that is the situation. So that's what inspired this song. What's the best disaster movie? What's the best post-apocalyptic movie? Let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to hear your thoughts. Do you have a plan for the apocalypse? Let me know about that as well, and we can discuss those on next week's video. So yeah, do ask questions. Do comment in the comments. It'd be really interesting to see your thoughts on this one. I played this on my Flight Soprano Ukulele, details of which can be found in the description below the video. So again, I'm filming in this setup at the moment because we've got damp in the storeroom. Or kind of in the box room in the house where a lot of the clothes get stored. So you can't see, but just off to the side of me here is a big pile of clothes and also laundry now because our washing machine also broke. So we've got somebody coming to fix that on Monday. So usual setup is off for this. I'm having to film on my phone on the window, which worked quite well last week. People didn't seem to notice the difference particularly. So that's why it's going to be a couple of weeks until all of that gets sorted, unfortunately. So it's going to be from this angle for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. But we persevere and we carry on. So thank you for the comments on last week's video, which was about me having done my back in and my back not being able to forgive me because I sat on that sofa there to work rather than from my nice kind of sturdy office chair since the new year, and my back is still suffering from it, unfortunately. So yes, that was what last week's song was about, and some great comments. It seems to have kind of struck a chord with quite a few people, so I'll just read a few of these out. I found my old phone, so I can actually get on YouTube and read the comments off of that. So I've got a solution now to reading comments out. CUFC247 says, ironically, when I clicked on the video, an advert for correcting bad posture played. I don't know if that's coincidence or not. Maybe the advertisers are listening and putting it in appropriate places. David G5898 says, Monty Python's Spanish Inquisition wasn't wrong about the comfy chair being a torture device. No, absolutely not. But being forced to sit in the comfy chair for too long can absolutely be a torture device. Commander Ernie Paul says, watching this about 12 hours earlier than usual because I woke up with some lower back pain. Also, just had gallbladder surgery 2 days ago, so there's almost no comfortable position sitting, standing or laying. Yay for middle-aged bodies. Absolutely. I absolutely feel for you there. So best of recovery for that. Hopefully it doesn't last for too long. But, oh, God, not being able to go in any position. At least I can stand up. It's quite comfortable standing up and lying down flat. It's just sitting where I kind of feel the aches and pains. I've had a water bottle behind my back, which I've been finding helps quite well. So, yes. Fluffy Pink Sheep says, my back is angry at me after a 13-hour shift yesterday. Blimey. I have a gaming chair for when I get time to play AC, and it's so comfortable. Yeah, gaming chairs, that seems to be the recommendation for sitting for long periods of time. I might have to have a look into that. It might feel a little bit overkill in this tiny room, but I might have a look into that. QWERTY Trig, I now have a comfortable but upright chair inherited from my granny. It's good. Yeah, so actually kind of grandparents probably had this figured out, didn't they? way before. So yeah, maybe I need to have a look into that. Maybe I need to kind of go and get a chair from an elderly relative. Might be able to help. Mike Givers says, every time I use my Nintendo Switch on the couch, I'm limped up for a week after apparently sitting wrong on the couch for a few hours. Yeah, I know. But this is the thing. I once couldn't stand up straight for about a week. And it was actually during a time when I had my mum's 60th birthday. I was bent double at my mum's 60th birthday. I looked right tight. But yeah, it was because I was lying on the sofa for too long. So yeah, all these kind of things, when you get to a certain age, really do start affecting it. The ex-Alon says, both my wife and I managed to throw our backs out recently by sleeping at the wrong angle. That's all it takes, yeah. It is all it takes for me at the moment as well. One wrong move, and yeah, there's hell to pay. Mark the Minstrel says, when does one become old enough that they can start complaining about the aches and pains? I know people who are 60 plus, 40ish, 30s, and even 20s or teens who have all said, I'm getting too old for this, and complaining about their body not cooperating. Absolutely. I think I've had this off and on definitely since my mid-20s. Just sitting in the wrong position for even a small amount of time can put me out for absolutely weeks. So yeah, I don't know what age that happens at. But yeah, it's definitely been since my mid-20s. Thanks for all the comments and questions, folks. Do keep them coming. It's always much more interesting if I've got more questions to answer in videos and if I've got comments to react to, rather than just me rambling on. A little update of the shows that I've got coming up over the next few weeks. I'm going to have to remember these because they're on my calendar on my phone, which I'm using to record. So on Saturday, the 22nd of February, I will be in Devizes in Wiltshire at the Wharf Theatre with my band, the Fancy Chaps. At time of recording, there's only 5 tickets left for that. So if you want to come along to that show, do get in there quickly. On the 1st of March, I will be at the Two Bridges at London, near London Bridge, with the excellent Mr. Aubrey Blakeledge doing a solo show there. There may be other acts on there as well, but that's a free show. So if you're interested in coming along to that, it starts about 7 o'clock. I think the doors open, or maybe just before. So get down early for that if you want to come in to avoid disappointment. It's a free show. Aubrey's fantastic, and I'll be playing a set there as well. Then on Saturday, the 22nd of March, I will be at the Chapel at the Angel in Nottingham, doing a solo show with my good friend Chris Taverner. We haven't been back to Nottingham for a couple of years, so I'm really looking forward to that, and that should be really good fun. So yes, that's the rest of February and March. It'd be lovely to see you at a show. Full details can be found in the description below the video. If you're interested in seeing these videos before anybody else and accessing other exclusive content, you can come and join my Patreon community for as little as £3 a month. All kinds of interesting stuff on there. Follow the link in the description for that. As I said before, keep the comments and the questions coming, folks. You can find details about Flight Ukuleles in the link in the description, as well as a link to all the shows that I've got coming up over 2025, and details on how you can join my Patreon community. That's it from me for this week. Until next time, stay safe and toodle pip.